Yo, what's up? It's DNA for sure. I left the remote all the way across the fucking room. Is this the highest level on the lap? Oh, it was. But this video is about um healing your inner child. I did a little bit of research on this actually, a lot. Well, not a lot, a significant amount. And I looked for different techniques to be able to get over certain things that trouble me in my life or that are a part of my personality that don't fit with this society. And one thing that I'm not sure if I want him to be my mentor or not, but he said that one important thing to do that he sees that I should do is heal my, I forgot what it's called, but from the years 2 to 5, which are the most sensitive for you to experience any kind of traumatic stuff, because that's the most important parts of your growth in your life, and the base of your life comes from those years. Sorry. But I did a little bit of research on it and I got a couple meditations. I actually did 2 exercises. Um and then the second exercise was actually a 2-in-1 type of thing. It didn't really hit home till I completed it. But well, I read this in a book called The October Man Sequence, and it's called timelining, where you actually meditate and or you put yourself in a meditative state and you go back and you talk to your inner child and interact with him or her. And it was pretty effective. I felt really relieved, and if I feel like this is something that I want to do like every day, like write a journal to my inner child every day instead of just writing um a normal people journal. But the first exercise that I did was visualizing going up, visualizing a time where it was hard for me. And the period that I visualized was when I was at my cousin's graduation party. It was, we graduated at the same time. I think it was from kindergarten to first grade or some shit. Whatever the case was, we graduated at the same time. It wasn't my graduation party because I didn't have any friends and I wasn't at my house. It wasn't about me. And I was really bummed and I went outside and I separated myself because I lived there for I think half that school year. But nobody, the fact that nobody fucking knew I was missing for 10 minutes, however long that I separated myself for, whatever. They definitely should have did a head count considering where the fuck we lived at the time. But I went back in time in my mind. The exercise you're supposed to do, you're supposed to go talk to your childhood self, ask them why they're feeling that, tell them it's okay, tell them that it's gonna get better and the future is so fucking awesome, and show them pictures. I pulled out my iPhone and I was like, hey, 5-year-old A, what's wrong, man? Call myself 5-year-old Aaron. And I was like, dude, this is some bullshit, man. What you're feeling, I understand. Sometimes, you're gonna feel that a little bit more when you get a little bit older. But I have an awesome life. Look at my phone. It's crazy, right? It's touchscreen. It's called the iPhone. You're gonna have lots of these. Let them scroll through my pictures of me at parties and stuff. Tell them that I'm gonna have all these girlfriends. Lie to myself a little bit. Did a little NLP, and it literally felt like I was going back in time and talking to myself. And I wasn't even in that deep of a meditative state. But I told him it was gonna be cool. I was gonna go to college and have a car and do all this amazing shit and move to Atlanta and make all these fucking friends and show them pictures and fucking, you know, told them I was gonna get taller and facial hair and stuff. And I don't know, I think I kissed myself on the forehead or some shit. But it felt good. That guy, the little boy, felt positive after that. I sent him back in the party, watched him through the door, and watched them play Simon Says or whatever the fuck they were doing. They were playing Simon Says. I remember that day very much. Um, but that felt okay. That was like a 5 out of 10. If I would have been a little bit deeper in meditation and focused a little bit more, instead of picking apart what I wanted to fucking tell myself. But it was pretty awesome. Second thing I did was wrote a letter to my 5 year old self, which was a lot more effective. It took about 10 minutes. I'm not sure if I want to read it to you guys. I'm going to read it to myself just to see what I put. This was very therapeutic. I wrote it, then I read it, and by the last couple sentences, by like 3/4 of the way through, I actually cried. It was pretty awesome, and I felt really good. I felt energized. I felt like I just made a big step, and said, "Hey, as a future self, I know how you feel." Gave him reasons why things were happening. Um, Affirmed that it was really me and how much I knew and stuff like that, and told myself I loved myself. I'm just gonna read it. I tried to read it to my friend last night, but she's ignorant as shit. So she didn't understand the importance of the process. I told her she should do it too, but I'm just a quack, right? So it says, "Dear 5 year old Aaron, hi, this is your future self. I know that you're feeling really lonely and unwanted at times." And that's one thing that was kind of hard for me to do. Remember how much that I had to write this to a child at times. But I'm writing this letter to let you know that everything is not what it feels like. Your mommy is always thinking about you. Your daddy loves you, and your whole family wants to spend time with you and love you. The hardest thing for you to understand growing up is that you can't always have fun, and that sometimes people can't do what they really want to do. You have a lot of toys and get to watch TV and eat because your mommy went to work. She works hard the whole time that you're in school, eating, playing video games with Travis and with your cars all day. She does not like to, but you have to eat and see what it feels like to be alone sometimes. Sometimes you feel like being around her, but all the feelings that you feel, she feels a lot more. She doesn't want to do anything but play with you and your toys and color all day. I know that you have problems with Rachel messing with you, but she's just mad because she has bumps on her face and she's ugly. Ha ha ha. I know that she hurts your feelings sometimes, and Travis always hits you, but you're gonna grow up to be a big, strong, very tough man who makes really cool music and writes really cool songs. Big Grandma always gives you pen and paper because you're supposed to be really, really good at making stuff, like drawing and coloring and writing music. You're going to grow up and have so many people love you and listen to what you have to say. So practice speaking up louder and clearer. You are a prince, and your princess is waiting on you to be strong. Run, jump, play, and watch a lot of Power Rangers so you can beat those bad guys' butts. Eat a lot, be happy, and remember how good your life is going to be when you grow up. Be good, hug your mommy, and smile. I love you, and I'm always playing with you, helping you, and watching you. Your future self. I was pretty awesome. Like, you're going to grow up and have so many people love you. I think I was in tears by then. Or you're a prince. Whatever it was. But it didn't really mean much until I read it out loud and looked at it and tapped into those emotions, and I used a lot of visualization. I actually put myself back to when my cousin was bullying me and having fights with my other cousin, and my cousins alienate well, not alienating me, leaving me out because I was smaller than them and younger than them. Um, but yeah, I recommend it 110% for anybody. This light is really getting to me. For anybody who needs any healing or has any trauma. I don't feel like I've been traumatized per se. I haven't seen anybody do well, I don't think I was traumatized from age 2 to 5, but whatever, it helped. And I probably won't set aside time, 15 minutes a day, to do this every day, but I definitely am considering doing it at least once or twice a week. So that's my video on healing your childhood self, trauma issues, and stuff like that. Do both of these things. Well, first I made a list of everything that I needed to address. That's what I did on my phone. Then I remembered everything that had happened up to that point. I'm probably going to go back and back and back. Or start probably at 13, which is not really. That'd probably be pretty good too. But, anyways, yes, DNA for sure on healing your childhood issues and trauma and stuff. Let me know how it goes, guys. Peace.